My name's Grant Cardone. This is the Cardone Zone every day, every damn day. I'm going to show you how to get money a lot cheaper than this. Hey, get yourself in a position to sit in that chair right there. Are you the solution or are you the problem?
Yeah, well, we're talking about what does it take?
They don't know you, and they're not thinking about you.
They
do
forgot
know
you.
you, and they're not thinking about you.
They forgot you. My name's Grant Cardone. You are in the Cardone Zone, where I wake you up, I shake you up, I punch you in the face, but mostly, I'm that good uncle.
What's happening, Grant Cardone?
Yeah, what's happening, man? You got a deal or you got a question?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jared Glant on the Cardone Zone, and today is Young Hustlers Day. We are fresh off of GrowthCon 3. I got to tell you, it feels great. It feels great to know that we put on an unbelievably successful event. We had 34,862 tickets sold to the conference, and over 30,000 people actually showed up and came into the park. It was unbelievably successful. It was unbelievably gratifying. And, you know, a lot of people said it couldn't be done. The reason we were able to put this conference together was because of sales. And so today I want to talk to you about 3 things that you must know, 3 things that you've got to know, 3 things that you must do if you want to be successful in sales. Call with questions today, 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. You know, if you've ever put on an event before or been to an event, like they're completely different experiences. Putting on an event is like you're behind the scenes, you're behind the curtains, you know how everything's supposed to look, how everything's supposed to operate, how things are supposed to function. And as an attendee at an event, you have a completely different experience, right? Because you don't have any expectations. And so it's so interesting to see the dynamic being a behind the curtain, and then whenever I go to events. But I'll tell you that the thing that makes events happen, and as a promoter of an event, as a producer of an event, the thing that makes it happen, the thing that is the most stressful thing of the conference is selling tickets. Ticket sales. That's the most stressful thing because you want to make sure that you have a total sellout of the conference. So the first thing that you need to know if you want to be successful in selling is frequency is one of the most powerful tools that you can have. I mean frequency in how often you present your offer, frequency in how often you repeat your offer. You know, the thing that I think that a lot of people underestimate is like when you think of frequency, like action is the activity that comes from that. Like frequency in your phone calls, frequency in your follow-ups, frequency in your persistence in the close, frequency in how much research you're doing about prospects, like the repetition of going through your pitch. Frequency is one of the most important things that you can have as a salesperson. Because what frequency does is frequency allows you to work a lot of stuff out. Frequency allows you to penetrate. Like think of it like this. So frequency with my pitch. If I learn a new product and I'm presented with the presentation of the product, am I going to be better the second time I present it or the 1,000th time I present it? The 1,000th, right? Like the frequency of doing the thing, like back in our sales office, like these guys are calling like thousands and thousands, 3,000 phone calls a day out of the sales office. So it's like what gets them better is frequency. And in the beginning, like if you have a new product, if you're new to sales, like frequency is the thing that will open the door to confidence. Frequency opens the door to confidence. It opens the door to certainty. So like when we get new people in here, like we teach them, we're like, you have to go all in. You've got to show up and you've got to be terrible, and you've got to do that in high volumes, continually, over and over and over again. Because what happens is people start working the pitch out, right? They start like figuring it out. Like we had to have a lot of frequency in the offer to sell GrowthCon tickets. We sent out 177 million emails. That's some frequency right there. Since between last GrowthCon and this one, we had 170 million emails that were sent out about the event. Why? Because frequency is important in sales. Frequency is important in sales. So you're a new salesperson learning a product. Something changes in your economy or in your industry, like frequency is going to help you get through that. You're in obscurity in the marketplace right now, or your offer is in obscurity, or your company's in obscurity, or you're in obscurity. Frequency is the thing that will open the door. So like I can't emphasize enough how important this frequency is, because most people fall not just a little short. Most people fall short by miles when it comes to frequency, because they never actually let me give you an example. You don't know what you don't know, right? So for me, when I started out working for Grant, like 90 days in, I thought I was taking a lot of action and I wasn't seeing a whole lot of success. So I was like, dude, this is not for me. This is not going to work out. But then I had to like flip the switch and be like, dude, if you're going to quit because you went all out, all in, and you know that if it didn't work, it's because you were trying as hard as you possibly could. You weren't leaving early. You weren't cutting corners. Like you pushed all the way to the edge. So what I did is I just kind of reframed my mind and was like, dude, push all in every day, all out, every call, every customer, and do that as if it's never going to end. Have no finite, like there will be no finish line for this. You just have to go all out, all in, every call, all day for the rest of your life. Like you've got to click that like psycho switch. And what happened is because I was committed no matter what, whatever it takes, all out to making it happen, I was able to push through the inflection point, I guess if you call that, to where it was really hard to where it started getting a lot easier. But frequency was the key to get me there. And so for a lot of you, if you're not where you're at, if you're not where you want to be, I promise you, frequency is the answer. In that, I think Outliers was the book. They talked about the 10,000 hour rule, about how people that do things 10,000 hours or 10,000 times, that's when they achieve mastery. It's frequency. Frequency is the key to your success. When we get back, I'm going to go through 2 and 3. See you right back on Young Hustlers.
For 30 years, I've been investing in real estate. These are large multifamily apartment complexes around the United States. They're cash flow positive when we buy them. 97% of my net worth is invested in these properties because I believe in them that much. For the last 12 months, I have been working with the SEC to provide non-accredited investors the opportunity to invest alongside me. If you like the idea of investing in real estate but don't have the time to manage it, you like the idea of investing cash into real assets but don't have time to find the deals, manage the deals, fund the deals. Maybe you don't even know where to start looking. And regardless of what your decision is, let me just say to you that the best financial advice I can give anyone today is what has worked for me. Look forward to you investing with us. I look forward to you being a partner. By the way, this is not a REIT. This is a real asset. You're a partner with me in the exact asset that we're buying. Okay? Good luck investing. My name's Grant Cardone. This is the Cardone Zone every day, every damn day. I'm going to show you how to get money a lot cheaper than this. Hey, get yourself in a position to sit in that chair right there. Are you the solution or are you the problem?
Yeah, well, we're talking about what does it take?
They don't know you and they're not thinking about you. They do know you and they're not thinking about you.
They forgot you. My name's Grant Cardone. You are in the Cardone Zone, where I wake you up, I shake you up, I punch you in the face, but mostly, I'm that good uncle.
What's happening, Grant Cardone?
Yeah, what's happening, man? You got a deal or you got a question?
Hey, what's going on? We're back, Young Hustlers. Today, we are talking about 3 things that you need to know in order to have massive success in sales. Number one is frequency. You've got to show up and you've got to push all in all the time over a long period of time. Frequency is the key to having your breakthrough with confidence, with certainty, and then also to penetrate through obscurity. So what is your frequency plan? What is your frequency plan? Do you even have an activity plan? You should be going in with a battle plan every single day. Because see, the enemy of frequency is disorder. Like if you want to get your volume and your frequency of reaches and of demos and of phone calls and of persistence of push into the marketplace, like you've got to have a plan that you're running on so that you have the expectation. See, the thing that I did was I set the expectation that it was never going to stop. I never had a finish line. I said I was going to go all in every day, all out, no matter what, like no excuses, no cut corners. So like I had set the bar like way out in freaking center field. Okay, what is your plan? Like you got to show up, you've got 9, 10, 12 hours in a day depending on how long you're working. What is your plan to maximize your frequency throughout the day? How many phone calls, how many emails, how many text messages, how many social posts, how many handwritten letters, how many gifts do you send out? Like how many demos are you doing? How many appointments are you setting? How many contracts are you sending out? You need to have targets for frequency because it's the only way that you'll get the volumes that you need. And don't forget to give those targets a little 10x so that you make sure you can actually hit them. Number two thing that you need to know to have massive success in sales is you got to have conviction. You got to believe, baby. You got to believe in what you're selling. Belief transfers energy. Like belief transfers emotion. Belief persuades. Belief and conviction moves people. So if you don't have conviction in what you're selling, and you know what I'm talking about too, you know when you talk to somebody that's like freaking jacked, like they are all out excited about what they're doing and they believe wholeheartedly it's going to change the world, change your business, change the game, change your income, whatever, right? Like they believe wholeheartedly that in what they're doing as the only option. Conviction is the key to closing deals. Like when you see somebody that's truly convinced, when you see somebody that is like full on, dude, you can't help. Dude, I could know that they're lying to me, but their belief in what they're saying can persuade me. Like has anybody ever lied to you before? Like where you feel like, dude, this person's definitely lying to me right now. But man, they are convincing right now. Like they are like, maybe they're not lying. I don't know. Like that is the power of belief. So you got to figure out how to build this belief that's so freaking rock solid in your product or your company, yourself. You should write down on a sheet of paper, me, my product, and my company. You should have three quadrants in your paper. Me, my product, my company. And you need to start writing down. You need to have, this is going to be your conviction catalog. You see how I played with the C's there? Conviction catalog. This is going to be your thing that you're going to refer back to, like to build your conviction and belief. When somebody tells you no, they're working with somebody else, you need to fall back on your conviction. When somebody says, hey, we're going to wait, you need to fall back on your conviction. When somebody says it's too expensive, you need to fall back on your conviction. When somebody says we tried it and it didn't work, you need to fall back on your conviction. So like no matter what level you're at, like even Grant does this. Like we'll go through and we'll talk about all the things that we're freaking great at because it reinforces the belief and the conviction of what we have and what we're doing. So what are you convinced about? What does your conviction tell you? Why are you worth more money? Why is your product worth more money? Why is your company worth more money? Why should somebody go into debt? Like the belief thing is key. It's critical. So you've got to understand this, but like most people don't know how to build conviction. Like it's actually really easy. But like when you say, hey, how do you build conviction about your product? How do you build belief in your product? I don't know, man. I just feel it's just so great. And when you find the freaks, the people that are all in, sold out, like they believe that their product is the best thing out there, Like, they don't know how to build conviction. They have it because they know. They know that the product is the most advanced technology. They know that it's the most system reliable. They know that it's the biggest content library. They know that it's the most first-class experience you can have. They know, like, it's ingrained into who they are. So you need to build some conviction about your product. You need to build some conviction about your company, but most importantly, you need to build conviction about you. At the end of the day, products are products. Products are sold by people. Services are sold by people. Missions are sold by people. You need to build conviction about you. Why are you worth more money? Why are you different? What are you willing to do that the competition isn't? All these questions I'm asking you right now, these are all the questions you need to be able to answer about yourself. You know, why should somebody pay you more money? Why should somebody give you a raise? Why should, what is the value? Those are the things that build conviction. And it's almost impossible to operate with all of those throughout the day, every day. That's why it's important to write them down so you can refer back to them, so you can come back and be like, yo, like, I just got beat on a deal. I just got hung up on. I just found out I lost a deal to a competitor. Like those are all opportunities for you to go back and resell yourself, because what happens is you get hung up on a bunch of times, you don't rebuild your conviction and your belief, and then next thing you know, you don't believe in what you're doing. And then that phone call now becomes something personal. Rather than something that's just merely in the way of the thing that you want, it becomes something that is coming after you and attacking you and beating you down. And that's why conviction is important. That's why rebuilding it constantly is important. Because, like, dude, life happens. Bad deals happen, bad relationships happen, like bad things happen in life. You got to know how to bounce back out of the discouragement, and conviction and belief is the thing that can help you do that, especially in sales. You know, in sales, like, it's a very interesting thing. People fail. Like, if we just use a big broad average and say you close 20% of the deals you talk to, that's 20% of the deals you present to. So out of 100 deals that you pitch, you're going to get 20. That means 80 people say no. That means you get rejected by 80 people. Okay? Here's the thing they don't tell you. This is where it really gets sick and nasty and just painful. They didn't tell you that you got to call 1,000 people just to get 100 people to talk to you. So now you go from 80 people saying no to 980 people saying no and 20 people saying yes. So, like, you got to build this conviction thing. This is one of the most powerful tools you can have as a salesperson is conviction and belief in yourself, because it will help you persevere through the pain and suffering while you work your way to the gold at the end of the rainbow. We'll be right back.
My name's Grant Cardone. This is the Cardone Zone every day, every damn day. I'm going to show you how to get money a lot cheaper than this. Hey, get yourself in a position to sit in that chair right there. Are you the solution or are you the problem?
Yeah, well, we're talking about what does it take?
They don't know you, and they're not thinking about you. They do
forgot
know
you.
you, and they're not thinking about you.
They forgot you. My name's Grant Cardone. You are in the Cardone Zone, where I wake you up, I shake you up, I punch you in the face, but mostly, I'm that good uncle.
What's happening, Grant Cardone?
Yeah, what's happening, man? You got a deal or you got a question?
Hey, we're back, Young Hustlers, on the Cardone Zone every Thursday, noon East Coast Standard Time. Major announcement. Starting March 1st, all of the shows, the Cardone shows, will only be available to be accessed live on Facebook and YouTube. They will only be allowed to be accessed live on Facebook. So basically, the show's going to go live from 12 to 1 East Coast Standard Time. At 1 o'clock, the show's going to come down. All of these shows will funnel into Grant Cardone TV. So then, and there will be a small subscription fee attached to that. So you'll be able to still watch the shows here live. They're going to be free. You'll get access to them on YouTube as well. We'll still have the podcast, but Grant Cardone TV, the ability to watch them live on Grant Cardone TV will be ending. So make sure that you're just soaking this content in. We're talking about 3 ways to be successful in sales. First thing you got to have is frequency. You got to show up all the time, repeatedly, over and over and over and over and over again. Your message needs to be pushed out into the marketplace over and over and over and over and over again. The second thing you need to have is you need to have massive amounts of conviction, because the levels of rejection will far exceed the amount of wins that you have. Your career as a salesperson is about failure and rejection. Right? Just so happens the more of that you can tolerate, the more money you're able to stack. So you got to build your conviction, because the higher your conviction is, the higher your belief is, the easier it is to deal with all that stuff. Finally, number 3, commitment. You have to be committed to be successful in sales. You've got to be willing to go all in. You've got to be willing to stay late. You have to be willing to do the thing that other people are not willing to do. And I'm not just talking about the competition. I'm not just talking about people in the industry. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about even the people you work with. You want to know how to be successful in life? Do things that other people refuse to. Like if success is truly reserved for the few, which it's not, if success is truly reserved for the few, then what you need to do is you need to do whatever it takes to stand on that table while other people, the weak people, are getting just brushed off. You need to do whatever you can do to stay on top of the table, and you will have success. That means that you're going to be required to do things that others won't do. Coming in early, staying late, making all the cold calls, pushing all in on the new promo that's really important to the management. Going out and personally seeing a customer that's local in your area rather than just having a phone relationship with them. Being willing to jump on a plane and go fly to somebody to present them the deal rather than just do it on the phone like the competition does. You've got to be committed at professional levels. I know that if I'm committed and I go all in and I perform like a professional, when I have professional commitment, I get professional paychecks. So you want to be paid like a pro or you want to be paid like an amateur? Choice is yours, folks. It's all up to you. So you got to figure out, like, dude, what would the top person in the game, in this role, be doing right now? When you go in for a job interview and you're looking in an office, who's the top gun? Find out what they're doing and then do more. Dude, I always did that. Anytime I got into a room where I was competing with people, I'd be like, who's the top guy? This is the guy right here? Okay. I'm just going to sit back and I'm just going to watch. What's he doing? And I'm going to pick it apart and I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to go all in here, 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 plus all that other stuff. Because he's not doing that. So you got to find these opportunities to freaking push all in and show that extra commitment. When you're committed, you become more creative. When you're committed, you become more inspired. You become more motivated. You become more engaged. Commitment will help you see the opportunities that other people won't see. They're in the fog, kind of half-conscious, moving through this thing. When you're committed, you're all in and your eyes are open. A lot of people came to the 10X Growth Conference. 30,000 plus people were in that arena, that ballpark. Like, there are people that are going back to their homes now, into their hometowns, their cities, other countries. 52 countries were represented at the 10X Growth Conference. Like, they're back in their environment now. Now what they need to fall back on is they need to get their message out frequently. They need to show up frequently. They need to have conviction and belief in their product, and they need to be committed to taking what they learned over those 3 days and pushing it back into their life. Taking things out. You know, I'm adding something new. I'm adding new information. I'm adding a new mode of operation. What needs to change? Can't hang out with them. Can't do any more of that. Can't, spend half my time chasing women. Like, can't be blowing my money on stupid shit. Like, choices have to get made now. Commitment is where you're at now. Now is the time to commit. Commitment in getting to the conference is one thing, but commitment in taking what you learned when you go back home is something completely different, because it will require sacrifice. You know, coming to the conference is almost a vacation. It's not it ain't a life commitment. You're like, for some of you it is, but like, dude, now's the time to do the work. Now's the time to come back and actually like make the choices, make the decisions, make the sacrifices, go all in, put in the extra time, put in the extra work. Now's time. So are you ready? Are you ready? These 3 things, I promise you, will create more success for you in sales. Frequency, conviction, commitment. Let's go to some callers, Natalie.
I got Myra in Connecticut.
Myra, what's happening?
What's up?
Sorry, Myra, we couldn't hear you. We'll try to get you back on. Who?
Austin in Miami.
Austin in Miami. Austin, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, I got a quick question for you.
What's up?
So you're talking about frequency, belief, and commitments, and I got a big question for you. If you've
What's up?
got an investment program or a product and your commission on it is incredible, right? But there are very few qualified investors for it. Would you put all of your frequency into speak any of them as
Hey, Austin, you're cutting out. I heard everything on the front end of the deal. Is he there?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Well, I don't know what point you were getting at, Austin, but it sounded like you were saying there's a very small group of people that are qualified for your product or your investment. Like, you got to put all your frequency and all your conviction and all your all your commitment needs to go into becoming known in that space and in that area, knowing everything about it. It's like if you knew that you were going to battle, and you were going to battle in Fort Lauderdale or in Dallas, in a specific town or area, and like the military, like they do the reconnaissance missions, like they're going out there figuring out the lay of the land. They know everything about it. When you start getting into those smaller pools, like the smaller the pool gets, the better you need to be. You need to know something about everything. You need to be the authority in the space. You need to commit to becoming an expert. Like, if you do all those things, you get known in the space. People see you're the guy that's not going away. People see that you're the one that's all in. They see you at the conferences. They see you at the events. They see you on the blogs. They see you on LinkedIn. Like, you have to start infiltrating the space. And it could be good and bad that it's a small market. Good because there's less land to grab, to have to grab, and maybe bad because it's there's fewer people, there's fewer fish in the pond. But dude, if you want to stand head and shoulders above the rest, you got to be willing to do the things that the others are not willing to, and that'll come from your commitment. We got somebody else? All right. So that's the show today, guys. 3 things. Number 1, frequency. Number 2, conviction. Number 3, commitment. We had a little issue with the phones. Make sure you call back next week, 305-865-8668. We'll be taking your calls. This is Young Hustlers. Hey, and by the way, we announced a new version of Cardone University at this year's 10X Growth Conference. Cardone University is a product we sell for $19,000. The cheapest it gets when we're marketing and promoting it throughout the year. $5,000 on the website. It's $5,000 on the website still. I don't think they've changed it yet. We got a crazy deal right now, $99 a month, no contracts, month to month. This is our core product. This is the thing that got me where I'm at today. It's made me millions of dollars. It's influenced and impacted billions of dollars in the marketplace from our clients. And it will help you make more money, build more confidence, build more conviction, help you rep out the frequency, and help you build professional levels of commitment so you finally get paid what you deserve. $99, go to cardoneu.com, cardoneu.com to take advantage of the offer. Don't know how long we're doing it, but we want you there. Get in the program. By the way, when you buy Cardone U for $99 a month, you'll get on-demand access to all the shows. March 1st, the live shows on Facebook and YouTube, Young Hustlers, Cardone Zone, the real estate show. They will be live on the platforms. The only time you will be able to watch them is when they are live. Okay, so we're going to run it live from 12 to 1. then the show will come down. We'll go to Grant Cardone TV. If you're a member of Cardone University, you'll get access to everything on demand. Otherwise, you just got to catch the show live. And if you're watching this, it's because you are watching it live. So we appreciate that. And we will see you next week. Remember, the only ones who condemn the hustle are the ones who've already given up on the hustle themselves. We'll see you next week.
For 30 years, I've been investing in real estate. These are large multifamily apartment complexes around the United States that are cash flow positive when we buy them. 97% of my net worth is invested in these properties because I believe in them that much. For the last 12 months, I have been working with the SEC to provide non-accredited investors the opportunity to invest alongside me. If you like the idea of investing in real estate but don't have the time to manage it, you like the idea of investing cash into real assets but don't have time to find the deals, manage the deals, fund the deals. Maybe you don't even know where to start looking. And regardless of what your decision is, let me just say to you that the best financial advice I can give anyone today is what has worked for me. Look forward to you investing with us. I look forward to you being a partner. By the way, this is not a REIT. This is a real asset. You're a partner with me in the exact asset that we're buying. Okay? Good luck investing. My name's Grant Cardone. This is the Cardone Zone every day, every damn day. I'm going to show you how to get money a lot cheaper than this. Hey, get yourself in a position to sit in that chair right there. Are you the solution or are you the problem?
Yeah, well, we're talking about what does it take?
They don't know you, and they're not thinking about you.
They
They do
forgot
know
you.
you, and they're not thinking about
They
you.
forgot you. My name's Grant Cardone. You are in the Cardone Zone where I wake you up, I shake you up, I punch you in the face. But mostly, I'm that good uncle.
What's happening, Grant Cardone?
Yeah, what's happening, man? You got a deal or you got a question?